Hey, this is Michael Griffiths from Sports Turf Lawn and Pest Control. Decided to start a series of videos, just educating people about certain things, and one of them happens to be grubs. Grubs have a life cycle, and they go up and down in the soil through a season. And a couple years ago, before I sold off all my commercial end of my business, which was thousands of acres of turf that I managed, from multiple golf courses, athletic fields, stadiums, 22 acres up in Monmouth Park, the horse track. I didn't have any mole problems anywhere, except for two places. One is Pennsauken High School's football field, and the other is a field at Overbrook High School. I forget if it's a field hockey or soccer, but I know what field it is. Those are two fields that I had issues with grubs, and I took care of them. 99% of my residential clients are not going to have a problem with grubs. I keep saying moles. Basically, why am I going to sell you a service for grub control when 99% of my customers are not going to have a problem with grubs? There's an acceptable level of grubs, but I'm not going to sell you something that you're probably not going to need. The only grub control places and applications that I did were on my golf courses, and primarily on my golf greens, because my golf greens are my money makers. I can't have my greens, getting eaten by moles or grubs. So therefore, I would put a preventive insecticide down, so when the grubs came up, they get controlled, and you could putt on a nice, clean, fast green. So, but yeah, if you hear those commercials summertime, go get your Scotch GrubEx, the Japanese beetles are invading your lawn. Millions of people do that. They buy it, they put it down. First of all, it's not practicing integrated pest management, which is, basically trying to use as little pesticides as possible. And millions of people buy that, put it down, and they weren't going to have a problem to begin with. But then they don't have a problem. So guess what? They think it works. In 40 years taking care of residential lawns, I can only tell you one lawn that I can actually think of that I had a grub issue, and it was probably about 8 or 12 years ago. It's one of my customers I've had for about 22 years. And it's just a small 6x10 area. And I went and sprayed it, took care of it. They took it up. They really did a job on the turf. I went back and faxed seeded a couple weeks later. We were good to go. But you know what? I've never taken a penny from a residential customer for any kind of grub control, and never will. So, and if somebody's selling you grub control, guess what? It's an application that they're selling you that it doesn't matter what they're putting down. They could be putting down, anything you wouldn't know, and you're not going to have a problem. And therefore, you just got taken for a ride, and you weren't going to have a problem to begin with. So, anyway, just a little tidbit, some knowledge, some education. I hate seeing people get taken for a ride, and so I'm shooting a series of videos to educate people to be more educated. So anyway, my company is Sports Turf Lawn and Pest Control, and you'll probably find my link below. If not, look for us on Facebook, and we'll see you then. Thanks.